My name is J.H. Sava. I'm a second grade teacher at Creativity Challenge Community School, C3. I'm the parent of a ninth grader at South High School, and I'm also a DCTA member. I've had the pleasure of working at the district level in DPS as a member of the Imaginarium, what was once the DPS Innovation Lab. I served as an assistant principal at Centennial School, School for Expeditionary Learning. I'm happy to have the opportunity to be back in the classroom in a school that honors my experience in education and my story as a teacher. In my 25th year of teaching, I have found my home. Over the course of my career, I've learned that when we know our students well, we can connect contact to their experiences and help them to make deeper connections, igniting the love of learning that we all know is foundational to their education. This is the foundation of culturally responsive practice. In 2008, the Colorado legislature established the Innovation Schools Act, providing schools and districts the opportunity to apply for innovation status. A line in the act that inspires me as a teacher choosing to work in an innovation school is the belief that the delivery of educational services must be tailored to the specific population of students they are intended to serve, and that the parents of those students should have great opportunity for input regarding the educational services that their children receive. The creation of C3 has been an incredible opportunity to co-create a school community focused on truly responsive practices. Executive limitations, or EL 12 and 13, employee treatment and employee compensation, undermine our school's ability to meet the needs of our community. A one-size-fits-all approach goes against Innovation Schools Act. While EL 12 employee treatment intends to be responding to the need to provide more protections for teachers, in essence, the impact would unravel many innovation school flexibilities that we use, to create systems and structures that are unique. As a teacher, I feel that I am given the flexibility, the creativity, and the autonomy to keep me learning and growing after 25 years. EL 12 and 13 create a level of bureaucracy that will inhibit our ability to be responsive to the needs of our families, guardians, teachers, and leaders. As we address the specifics of EL 12 employee treatment, I must highlight that the language is written in a way that is concerningly vague. It assumes that any of the collective bargaining requirements that have been ignored or not addressed in a way that is best for teachers. If one were to read the DPS Innovation Guidebook, one might see that innovation schools are required to provide alternatives agreed to by all stakeholders within the school's community for any component that the school needs to write a waiver for. This includes all components of the collaborative bargaining agreement. For example, we've heard reference to a 40-hour work week as part of the EL proposal. And while I would love to work a 40-hour work week, there's not a teacher in the profession that only works a 40-hour work week. It's unrealistic. And it adds a requirement that no school or district could live up to without significant changes to Colorado's approach to school funding. A 40-hour work week for teachers inadvertently removes the support of our classrooms that allows schools to meet the needs of our students. The bucket of funding is limited for all schools, and the ability to be creative with the funds that we have access to allows the school to support students and teachers in a specific way. Rather than requiring the 40-hour work week, address the fact that in Colorado, per pupil funding is ranked among the worst in the nation due to Tabor and other bills that lacked foresight into the growth of our state. Address the fact that I work 4 jobs to make ends meet, but don't take the support from my classroom that allows me to meet my students' needs. The level to which teachers are paid in Colorado is unacceptable, and the needs need to be addressed at the state level, but this is not a problem with innovation. In my innovation school, I am empowered through representation on leadership committees like my school's Innovation and Accountability Team, the IAT. I had the opportunity to be part of a hiring committee to work closely with my peers, our parents, and the admin to guide the future of C3. I know that those who represent me on the IAT are looking out for my best interest. However, these structures in my school would no longer exist if this EL is passed, because EL 12 would not allow schools to flexibly create their own leadership structures. I want to thank you for allowing me the time to express my frustration as a DCTA affiliated teacher who is speaking to you truthfully about why the proposed ELs would harm, not protect my teacher rights in my innovation school.